So let's talk about lead and handling skills when you've got a dog who is potentially finding the outside world a struggle. Having a lead on a dog is a way to keep them safe, and it means that they can't run off or go and do something that's not going to be good for them, or whatever the trigger or the environment is around them. Your lead is not, as much as possible, a way to control your dog or to steer them around. Ideally, we want to be able to use our voice and our body language and our training to communicate to them rather than our lead. So a couple of reasons why we want to do that. Using a lead doesn't really teach them anything. It's just something that then happens to them when they're in a difficult situation. So if my dog, for example, sees another dog and he is scared of that dog, if I start to move him around with the lead, all I'm teaching him is that sometimes when he sees another dog, this lead starts to move, and then he has to almost kind of guess what I need from him. It doesn't give him any instruction. So my lead is here to stop him from going over to the dog if that's what I need to do. But my voice and my training helps to communicate to him what I need him to do in that moment. Okay. The other thing that we want to do with our leads as much as possible is to keep them nice and loose. Now that can be difficult if you've got a dog that lunges and lurches and barks and growls at things out and about. But as much as you possibly can do, you want to always think about a U shape in this lead. Wherever you hold it, it should always be a relaxed U. A couple of reasons for that is just general comfort levels for our dog, whether they're on a harness or a collar, it's exactly the same. But also the tenser this lead, the more our dogs tense up at the same time, and it can make a very difficult situation even more difficult because your dog is feeling tense and you're feeling tense, and that doesn't help anybody deal with a difficult situation. So we want to make sure that our body language and our lead is nice and loose. Good boy, you're being really patient, well done. In terms of a big, strong dog, I can understand that it's really difficult to control them. So if they go to the end of the lead and they are this size, then it's really difficult to be able to hold on to them. So a double-handed hold can be really helpful to be able to hold on to your dog. And there's an element of placing your feet wide apart with your weight sunk into your heels to be able to hold on to them. But again, even if they lunge towards the end of the lead and you've got them and you stop them here, when you do walk off or at any point, you want to be relaxing off that lead as much as possible so that they have a better chance of relaxing as well.